So I'm going to do a regular tarot reading for the collective. If it resonates, stick around. If it doesn't, then just pass on by. I had a really good day today. It was real good. I think I found a house I'm going to go look at on Thursday after my doctor's appointment. All right, so I'm going to cut the deck. See what's at the bottom. 10 of Wands. Let me get my glasses on. So the 10 of Wands is about burdens. So someone out there might be going through some things. Okay, so what messages do you have for us, Spirit? I learned so much from my spiritual channel that I watched today. Okay, so we got one card. 9 of Pentacles, abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence, solitude. So it looks like that somebody's going to start reversing their financial life. That maybe it's not so good now. That's why it was on the bottom of the deck. But it's getting ready to change, so congratulations. All right. What else, Spirit? Ooh. There's 4 cards. We'll go ahead and take them. 8 of Swords is about negative thoughts. Seeking help, imprisonment, victim mentality. So this card tells me someone's up in their head too much. And if they need to seek help. If they can't escape their negative thoughts and having a victim mentality, they need to reach out to somebody. They need to talk to somebody so they can reassure them, you know, and maybe help them in some way. So maybe actually there's an issue around money, but then the 9 of Cups is here. Commitment, satisfaction, gratitude, wish come true. So it looks like maybe somebody might be conflicted about commitment. That's too much weight to put on yourself. You know, I learned a lot this past year. And I always thought I had to have a label on something, or you need to commit to me, or, you know, really, I mean, you shouldn't put a label on anything until you see where it really goes. You know, that's just too much stress to deal with. So I've changed my mind about relationships. Way, like, totally opposite. So yeah, my spiritual growth and my rebirth and my transformation totally changed me into a different person. I'm about to live the most unconventional life I think that I could ever think of, compared to my old life, you know, and I'm excited for it. I am so excited. And when I seen this house today, it's like, man, that would be perfect. It even has a kind of like, it says 2-car garage, but it looks like a smaller pole barn. And it even has like a patio and covered patio right beside it. So I'm excited to look at it. Seven of Pentacles, long-term view, sustainable results, perseverance, investment, and efforts. So that's what I'm working on right now, is a long-term view. I'm setting myself up for years to come. That way I don't have to work so hard. And that way when I do decide to retire, I can do it comfortably. So yeah, I feel this card. So it looks like that we got two people here. One's on a path of creating sustainability and security, and someone else is in indecision and is in their head and playing or feeling, not even saying plain, because you know, when you have negative thoughts in your mind, it does bring on kind of a victim mentality. It does. That's what creates it. And really, we're only a victim of our own choices. You know, I mean, if you really, really look deep into it, look inside and really, really, really look at that. We're actually victims of our own choices. You know, I've been reflecting on my life up until this point, and I started to get a little depressed, and then I thought to myself, no, you're not that person anymore. So you should be happy, and I am. You know, all that stuff that happened to that person doesn't mean anything to me. It's like kind of dead to me. I'm starting a new life, and I'm starting as a new me. So anything that was in the past, I dropped it. All that baggage that I carried for years, it's just not worth it. You know? You got to be happy. And a part of happiness is bringing heaven to earth. And that's my true intention. So I feel like I've already started creating it. Okay, Five of Wands. Conflict, disagreements, competition, tension, diversity, conflicts, and struggle. So I'll tell you, the only competition you're in is with yourself. Honestly. There is no competition. Diversity, conflict. Somebody's going through a rough time. And I really highly advise that they seek help in some way, because the cards keep coming up this way. That there's like negativity in the middle of all the positivity. Six of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. Giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity, financial matters. So this is a good card of reciprocation. Yeah. I believe wholeheartedly into giving to others. I'm just going to make better choices of who I give to in the future. And right now I can't, as far as money goes, I can't afford to give out any money or help with money, because I have my own plans, and that has to come first, because it's for my spiritual path. It's for my YouTube station. So I invest my money wisely normally. This past year I didn't invest very wisely, and I was not proud of myself, but I got myself back on the right track. So now I'm going to invest in my own business and my own self. That's where I'm going to make my money. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands, which is there's challenges and competition. I don't know where, but maybe someone out there is in competition for someone. And that was the last card. Have a great night.